All right, so today's patient is a 23-year-old pedestrian and they were struck by a motor vehicle. So it ended up being a left tibia fracture and a right ankle fracture. That right ankle required an open reduction internal fixation. And because of these two casts that have been placed on the legs, the patient is now non-weight bearing. These are short casts though, so not above the knee. In terms of MMTs, the patient is a 5 out of 5 on their upper extremities bilaterally, and the left lower extremity is a 5 out of 5, and static sitting at the edge of bed requires supervision, but the patient is alert and oriented, ×3, so they can tell you the person, place, and time. Because the patient has full use of those upper extremities and is strong throughout and they cannot put any weight on those lower extremities, I'm going to use a long sit to get them up from supine to sitting position. And then from there, I'm going to use a slide board to transfer them to and from the wheelchair so that we can make full use of those arms and maintain the weight-bearing precautions of non-weight bearing bilaterally, so on both of those legs. And that will be done with modified assistance. Hi, Ms. Savilowitz. My name is Sarah. I'm from the rehab department. I'm going to be the student physical therapist who's going to work with you today. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So today we're going to go ahead and get you up out of bed and into this wheelchair so we can take you down to physical therapy. So as you know, both of your legs are now in casts. Your left tibia was fractured, so we wanted to wrap that up so that it could stabilize and heal. And your right ankle was also fractured, so we had to do an open reduction internal fixation. So now that they're both in casts, we want to keep you non-weight bearing, so we don't want to put any weight whatsoever on those legs. That way those bones can heal properly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get you up out of this bed, and I'm going to raise you up, and we are going to sit up together. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you kind of bring your arms back flat on the table. Yep, I'm going to slide my hand under here and support you. And on the count of 3, we're going to sit up together, okay? Use those arms. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very nice. How are we feeling?
Good.
Good? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to swing those legs around. And since you're non-weight bearing, they're kind of heavy casts, I'm going to slide my hand underneath both of them. I'm going to help you use your arms to turn you. Very nice. And we'll go ahead and let them rest. All right, those still feel okay?
Yes.
All right, awesome. We're gonna go ahead and lower you a little bit now. But again, I don't want those legs to hit the ground. I don't want you to put any weight through them. And so in order to get you in this wheelchair, we're gonna use what we call a slide board. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have you lean putting your weight onto that left arm, and I'm gonna slide this board underneath your butt, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very nice. All right, and then we're gonna kind of move across the board together. I want you to be careful though, because your hands can get caught pretty easily underneath this board, okay? So with your right hand, you're gonna put it out in front of you, kind of as a guide, yep. And then I'm gonna support you and help lift you up, and we're gonna move on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And one more. 1, 2, 3. Good. We'll slide you out. All right, and so once we got that patient into the wheelchair, we would have put the armrest on and the leg rest on, taking them down to physical therapy. Then we would have brought them back, removed that armrest and those leg rests, and we would have prepared them for the transfer back. In this case, the patient had injuries to both lower extremities, and they were cast on both lower extremities, meaning that the patient was bilaterally non-weight bearing. So for the sake of simplicity, we decided to demo this transfer going in the same direction on the way back because the patient had no strong side or no unaffected side in this case due to those casts on both lower extremities. We did this again using a slide board transfer and modified assistance. All right, now we'll get you back into bed. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you use the wheelchair and I'm gonna help you. We're gonna slide forward a little bit in the wheelchair. Nice. And then again, I want you to lean to that right side. I'm gonna slide this board underneath you. We're gonna lower the bed so we get a better angle. Alrighty. And then from here, we're gonna do the exact same thing. I want you to use your left hand to lead you. And we're just gonna kind of slide using sets of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Again, 1, 2, 3. And one more time. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Go ahead and lean that way. I'm gonna slide the board out. Perfect. How we feeling? Good. Good? Okay. We're gonna raise this bed back up. We'll get this wheelchair out of the way. And then from here, we're gonna get down the exact same way that we got up, okay?
Alright.
So I'm gonna support those legs, and I want you to use your arms, kind of turn it around. Nice. Very mobile. And then we're gonna go ahead and lean down on the count of 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, how we feeling?
I'm good.
All right, good to go. Good work today.
Alright, thanks.